Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the week of August 21st to the 27th, 2023. First card off for you is the Staff. The Staff is a tool used by the shamans of the world to unite people together, to bring polarities into harmony and to bridge the spiritual realms, the energetic realms, and the physical realm. Staffs are used to bring about peace and harmony and will into the planet. And having this card come out upright for you this week shows that you're actually quite on point with tempering out your emotions at this time and listening to your intuition. So I don't know if you've taken on a certain practice to help you become more centered and clear. For example, some of you might have started exercising more, doing yoga, journaling, something, going for daily walks, something of that nature that helps just keep your mind clear. And by having that clear mind, you're able to really truly listen to your intuition when it comes to your daily life and what you should be doing. You're already on this beautiful path. And I really do believe that with this skill or this coping mechanism that's really great and healthy that you've been using, you will be led to phenomenal places in your life quite shortly, within the next few weeks, months. I really feel for like the next year, the end of 2023, the next 4 months, you will be going beautiful places because of this kind of energy that you're in here. We have the Black Egg coming out as well, which is again a spirit animal energy, and this is the egg of truth, and it really vibrates at the frequency of all that is. And the Black Egg embodies truth, because now this might be a little far out there, but something that I learned when I had a near-death experience is that everything that we perceive in reality exists somewhere. Everything is truth somewhere. So even if we can imagine a 3-headed dragon and we're like, well, that's just made up, it doesn't really exist. It really does exist in this multiverse, maybe in another realm, maybe in a way in which we can't perceive them with our physical human senses, but because we're able to imagine it, and because your imagination is a portal into other areas of the universe. Your imagination is your spirit, and your spirit is completely free. Your spirit is free to go anywhere at any time. And when you imagine something, when you imagine something, your spirit is traveling to perceive that thing, whether it's good or bad, your spirit is traveling to the timeline in which what you're imagining exists. So with the Black Egg, we see you maybe doing some soul traveling this week. Some of you might be reading a really good fantasy novel, for example, or diving back into like the Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter movies, something like that. Or better yet, some of you might be writing your own material and you're using your psychic abilities, your mediumship abilities to channel this material in. And by that, you don't have to like know everything there is to know about mediumship on a conscious level, but as long as you have an active imagination, just know that your soul is actually traveling to these realms, and you can keep pressing into these other realms, these future possibilities, and get the information that you need. Your intuition is what will guide you to the best path for you, the best story for you, the best reality for yourself. And your intuition is connected to that higher self, that soul self that can perceive everything that is, everything that exists. And because there's that connection, your intuition is always on point 100% of the time. If you listen to your intuition, it will never fail you, as long as you're genuinely listening to your intuition. So yeah, wow, we're diving deep already. We're like 2 seconds into this reading, and I just feel like I just took some shrooms, and I'm like sharing my info about the universe and like aliens and multiple dimensions and realities with you guys. So that's really interesting. I wonder if someone watching here is going on some type of retreat where you may be taking a plant medicine, like, what's that called? I can't remember the name of it. Oh my gosh, why can't I remember the name of it? I forget. So, someone watching though, you're either doing shrooms or something, like you're diving deep, you're exploring. I hope no one's having a near-death experience, like genuinely, but spiritual energy feels to be really, really high for you this week. So, whenever the spiritual energy is high, I just want to like let you know that the veil is thinner. When the veil is thinner, a lot of different things can happen, like marriages, deaths, births, things like that. Very spiritual life happenstances. So if you sense those things nearby, don't be surprised. Like, it happens. It's natural. And yeah, very spiritual week. Your energy this week is Angel of Love. And now, if I'm not mistaken, were you the one that received this card last week? Because I remember there was one sign that received the Angel of Love card last week, and I didn't even realize I used this deck last week. But now that this is coming out, I realized that this exact card was on the thumbnail of someone's weekly reading, and I think that might have been you. I'm not sure though. The Angel of Love is visiting you this week nonetheless, so all things loving, romantic, familial is just really happening for you. It's the focus for you right now. So definitely get out there and spend quality time with loved ones. Date if you have the ability to do so. If you're single and you've been talking to people, go on dates with them. Get to know them more. Dive deep in it. The Angel of Love is working with you to heal you and to open your heart up to beautiful new experiences. So moving on, we're going to have 9 tarot cards, 3 rows of 3 to represent this week. First card out is the 9 of Pentacles. We're starting this week off really good with good money, solid money, contracts, or work coming in for you, which is great. And these opportunities actually provide you with a little bit more than enough money, time, health, or fulfillment to spend on your hobbies. Or maybe, for example, if you're a business owner or you're literally living and breathing what you love as a job, it's just going to be a successful week for you. If you work like a regular job, you're not particularly passionate about it, but it's okay. You're going to have enough money and time left over from that job to actually focus on the things that you love. Say, for example, if you're in sales, you're making good money there and you have great time off there, and you can use that money and time off to write a novel that you're actually passionate about. So that's kind of what we're seeing there. Second card out for you is the 2 of Wands reversed. Okay. You guys are planning something pretty big. It feels like a trip, a move, someone visiting you, something like that. And I am getting a little bit of a sense of like feeling not anxious, but like feeling like you want to kind of get the ball rolling this week. So for example, if you're going to be buying a car or traveling, moving, like you're really wanting to save a lot this week or start planning things out this week, get some things done with that. Third card out for you is the Moon, which is beautiful. Diving deep. Actually, I'm seeing this as here's the thing. When you develop some type of really good coping skill, and you do that coping skill every day, and it helps you kind of regulate your emotions and process your emotions as they come up, you will notice a lot of weird stuff that went unprocessed from the past also coming back up. For example, I recently started doing 3 journal pages every single morning, super long journal pages to help me process what I'm going through. And I noticed the other day that I randomly got really sad about my old dog dying. And I'm like, why is this hitting me out of the blue? And other little things like that from the past kind of coming back up. Like, oh, you're processing everything that you're dealing with in the present moment, and you're peaceful, you're zen, you are just like vibing, because when you process all of your thoughts, all of your feelings, all that's left is your own natural spirit, which is just complete resounding peace and unconditional love and really good connection to spirit. Like, you think something, it pops up in the universe or in your reality. When you process things, you step more into like your true self of just peace, calm. And when you're in that space, your subconscious mind will be like, oh, okay, you have space now. It's okay to bring up these other unprocessed things that have been filed away in these zip folders in your subconscious mind. Let's open that zip folder up and really work through this. So we do see some unprocessed emotions from the past bubbling back to the surface this week, and that's totally a good thing, okay? That is a really good thing. Second row, 4th card out for you is the 9 of Cups. Right underneath that 9 of Pentacles, there is a lot of happiness. I'm almost seeing bliss. Honestly, like, you are feeling really strong on your own, really happy with the little life that you have built and where things are going. You like the direction that things are going with your career, with your ideas, with your creativity, with your emotions. So it's really beautiful, and I keep wanting to come back to attribute this to this daily thing that you do or are starting to do that is helping you regulate your emotions more, process your emotions more. Center of your spread is the Eight of Wands in reversed. Yeah, again, so with all of that, like this is coming out right underneath the Two of Wands reversed here. So I definitely feel like this sort of pressure within yourself, like, okay, gotta get the ball rolling here, gotta get started. So like I said, it's not necessarily anxiety. I wouldn't call it that. It's just this excitement to get things moving, get things off the ground, and no longer like remain stagnant. I feel like you feel that you may have spent a lot of time just like stuck, maybe in negative cycles, negative loops, and you're finally getting out of that, and you're like, all right, I'm ready to start saving, get the ball rolling, move things forward, start making a dent on this to-do list. Sixth card out for you is the Eight of Swords. Okay, yeah, and this is right underneath the Moon card. These issues that are coming up from the past may be issues surrounding self-esteem or where you derive your sense of self-worth. For example, some of you may have unconsciously derived some of your self-worth from people external to you, the state of your relationships and friendships. And because of that, whenever a conflict might have come up or whenever that person might have been at a distance for whatever reason, you might have taken a hit on your self-esteem, something like that. Or maybe your self-esteem was derived heavily off of like, I don't know, your work performance. So on days where you just didn't have motivation and you were tired and you couldn't get a lot done, it really hit your self-esteem. So there may be an issue surrounding that, like where your self-esteem is derived, where your sense of worth is derived, and you may be processing that. And even on days where you just want to lay in bed, you don't have the energy to do much, and even on days where all of your friends and loved ones are at a distance from you, you're still going to be peaceful and blissful and content, because you're just going to say to yourself, you know what, everyone has days like this, it's natural, like let me go with the flow here. You know, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that the way that we all should be thinking? All you need to do is a little bit or a lot of processing to get to that point, and I see you doing that this week. Third row out for you, seventh card, is the Hermit in reverse. So that example might be a little bit more real than we previously realized. You may be feeling a bit at a distance. There is an energy here of being alone this week, or having more alone time and wanting more alone time. So I think you're going to be getting that if you want it. If you don't want it, I feel like if you have it and you're uncomfortable because you're like, man, like I really want to be around people, utilize this alone time for positivity. This is the time for you to focus on your goals, to be creative, to nurture the relationship with yourself, to process any emotions that come up. So spend time journaling, creating something, making a garden, exercising, baking a cake, like doing something that is productive, fun, and for you. Connect with yourself. Eighth card out for you is the Page of Wands in reversed. There is a brand new beginning wanting to come through. And like I said, this feels very much like a move, traveling, general movement in your career or goals, like seeing them move forward here. And for whatever reason, mentally you feel like it's like blocked, or like maybe like you just cannot wait until you can work on this thing and see this person again or start saving money again. Whatever the case may be, it feels like slightly blocked for whatever reason. I don't know why. You're gonna have to listen to your intuition and figure out why. Leave a comment down below, let me know. Final card out for you, ninth card, is the King of Wands in reversed. Okay, so a lot of the processing that may be going on for you this week could be in correlation to someone from your past, present, or future here. I just feel like, Taurus, you know, maybe in the past you may have attracted relationships, friendships, or even had family members who had really poor leadership skills. Like they maybe get defensive when you bring up an issue, or maybe they don't initiate as much as you do or plan as much as you do. And you may have maintained a lot of connections like that. And, you know, these people might have even been having some selfish tendencies as well. And that may be getting you in your head. And for example, with the Angel of Love, if there's new love in your life, new friends in your life, but you're like kind of holding back a little bit, or fearful in a way because like you don't know if it's going to turn out like some of those people from the past, your message here is to relax. You've learned your lessons, you're processing, and to open your heart up. You know, the Angel of Love is not only bringing in love for you externally, but she's restoring love within yourself. And a part of that journey is taking you on a daily ritual, a daily practice that will have you processing all of your feelings, all of your thoughts, getting it down on paper or out somehow, and spending dedicated time every single day to do this. Like, it is one of the best self-love practices there is when you allow yourself to process, because as you process, you know, it's removed from you. It's energetically removed from you. So, and when it's energetically removed from you, you're back into your natural state, which is, like I said, peace, unconditional love, and glow, creative glow. And when you're like that, you will attract so much success, positive opportunities, and people around you. And that's what you want anyways. So yeah, beautiful week ahead though. I love this for you. It feels very spiritual. It feels like there's a lot of processing going on, a lot of happiness, just and feeling more comfortable being on your own. Happy, content, comfortable, creative, successful on your own. And you're excited for the future. You're excited to get things off the ground, to get things moving. And you're still processing a lot as well. So it's a very well-rounded, beautiful week. Thank you for joining me. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is in the description, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer spiritual life coaching and my goddess energy intention oil there. Thank you. Bye-bye.